All right, so let's start our class. I think now you're complete. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you. So now you can greet me. Nice. So let's start with meditation. Today we are delayed because of technical issues and also because of gathering issue. Next time, try to come to this link. I know this was my fault because I previously gave you a different link. Then this time I was following my notes and there is a different link, so it's very confusing. But make sure that you follow always this link and so we can meet. Regarding submitting your homework, if you cannot submit in Facebook because the posts are not there, then it's probably because I'm too busy and I was not able to prepare those posts. I will prepare them, and so there will be 12 new posts. So you will have to do some scrolling to find your post. So you will be then publishing 2 stories within this week, the one that you've already made and the new one. All right, it should not be too difficult, but you need to know that. So the story in Viber, we cannot access it. My friends cannot access it to use it for the website. So it needs to be published in Facebook anyway. But again, I was absolutely not able to prepare the posts. So I hope to do it as soon as possible for all of the stories. All right, so let's sit in a comfortable meditation posture. Make sure your back is erect. We will meditate with opened eyes. We will cast the sight down so we see the floor in front of us. And we can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. Now, I said without any movement, but if you feel very uncomfortable, especially in your legs, just sit in a different way and continue the practice. And we can gently, lovingly accept the heaviness in the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. So we are aware of the place at the top of the head. There is a flat piece of flesh under the skin, and we allow this flat piece of flesh to be heavy. We don't force it, we don't expect it, we just accept as it is. And we continue to the forehead. There's a muscle. We allow that flat piece of muscle in the forehead to be heavy. It may feel light to you, but to an ant, it would be very heavy. So that's what we're working with. There is some weight. So we accept its weight, be it little or much. And we continue in this manner, accepting weight, accepting heaviness in the muscles, to the eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be happy. We continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, the heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy. And as we allow the body to be heavy, we allow all of the body, not just muscles, to be heavy. We allow all of the body to change. The body, as we get older, is changing. So we allow the body to be the way it is. We give it the freedom to be the way it is. And as we achieve freedom, we watch this freedom, we watch this peace, the freedom from worry about the body, the peace. And we can share this peace with other living beings. We start in our room and allow all of the beings in our room to enjoy at least as much peace as we are enjoying ourselves. So in our minds, voicelessly, we can wish, we can allow, may all beings in this room be in peace. And we can gradually expand our thoughts of loving kindness. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this city or village be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, let's make the last determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, I will always be calm. From now on, I will always be calm. From now on, I will always be calm. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. Very well. So, Valentina, can you ask your friend how was her meditation? Was everything fine? It felt good. Okay, good. But next time, if she wants to come again, she needs to cover her knees. Okay? Okay? Very well. So let's look at the recitation. Precepts today we follow Sri Lanka pronunciation. So everybody please unmute. Make sure your hands are together at the chest. Yamahang vadami tang vadeta. Aham bhante. Tisaranena saha. Panchasilang dhammang yajami. Anugraham katva. Silang deta me bhante. Anukampan upadaya. Be careful about yajami. It is not yasami. This is a Sri Lanka pronunciation. So it is yajami. And silang also is with sa. Okay? Silang. Because it is a Sri Lankan pronunciation. Dutiyam aham bhante. Tisaranena saha. Panchasilang dhammang yajami. Anugraham katva. Silang deta me bhante. Anukampan upadaya. Tatiyampi aham bhante. Tisaranena saha. Panchasilang dhammang yajami. Yajami. Anugraham katva. Silang deta me bhante. Anukampan upadaya. So now I will say one time Namo Tassa, and then you will say 3 times, one after another. Try to follow the same speed as I'm reciting so that you are always reciting together at the same time. All right? Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Excellent. Buddhang saranang gacchami, dhammang saranang gacchami, sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. No, Teri, I did not see you recite. Teri, you need to now recite yourself. Tatyampi. Okay, very well. Please follow with everybody. Sarana gamanang paripurnang panati pata vera manisikha padang samadhiyami. Adinna dana vera manisikha padang samadhiyami. Kame sumichhachara vera manisikha padang samadhiyami. Musavada vera manisikha padang samadhiyami. Surameraya majjapamadatthana vera manisikha padang samadhiyami. Tisaranena saddhing panchasilang dhammang sadhukang surakkhitam katva appamadena sampadetham. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana. Very well. All right, so let's start with the stories. Let me see the situation. So we did not get a story from May, right? But we got from everybody else. So that means that somebody will be taking care of 15 for the next week. May is not coming even next week, I have heard. And so let's start with Andre. So Andre, can you tell me, can you read for me your summary from your summary? What do you mean by hollow? So what was hollow? In their what? In where? Okay. So the lake, there was a yakka, right? And then the yakka came up and he appeared before the monkeys. He had a blue belly and a white face. And they found out that he is the yakka, the ogre of that lake. And he eats, he consumes those who come to that lake, and he eats everything, including those monkeys. And he wanted to eat the Monkey King as well. like that. But those are actually hollow lotus stalks. They say here, all 80,000 of us can drink through these canes, as easily as through a hollow lotus stalk. I see. I see. I see. And he made the joints disappear. Does everybody know how a cane looks like? And do you know what are the joints? No? What? All right, so let's look at canes. Actually, there is a picture of those canes in that book. So I will share with you I will share with you the screen. You can see it. No. So look at this. These are canes. They're from bamboos. All right. Do you know this plant? It's called bamboo. All right, bamboo plant. It is very common in Asia, not so common elsewhere. And now the problem with the bamboo canes is that it has joints. This thing here is called a joint. Let me show you. So if you look at a bamboo, what's this? If you look at a bamboo, the bamboo has joints. So let me see if there's a bamboo. Okay, now can you see that there are these things that separate the sections? See, this is one section, another section. This is one section, it is separated into another section. You see, here is this separation. Can you see that? Yes. So these separations, they are called joints. And these joints are closing the section. So you cannot take this as a flute. Do you know what's a flute? Flute is this musical instrument that you can play on. So that is empty throughout the time. It's like a tube. But bamboo is not like that. Bamboo is not like a tube. It has these joints in here. And these joints in here block anything that would come in. So it's hollow. These sections are hollow. Well, that's not exactly what I'm talking about. All right, that's better. So look at this. This is a joint. All right. Here we have some fancy names for the things here. But look at this here. You see, it is closed. It is closed. You have, this one is hollow, but this one is closed. This one again is hollow, but it is closed in here. Yes. If you cut bamboo in half, vertically, you will see that it has this kind of joint, that it is stopped in here. Each of the portions is stopped in here. Each of the sections has a kind of limit. So it's not a hollow from beginning till end. Only the sections themselves are hollow. Here you have the node. All right, I think now it's quite clear, right? So you have realized, you know now how does bamboo look like? That's a cane is the same thing. A cane is just this part of the bamboo, you know? It's this thing that grows on the bamboo. And you know what is the node, and now you know that the sections are separated. Truth is that while bamboo, have you ever seen this kind of tree? At least in TV, never saw it. Some of you have seen it in the TV. At least in the TV in Myanmar, they have so many. Every home has a bamboo because they are easy to cut and use to build a house. Many houses are made of these trees, of these bamboos. Why? Because when you cut it, it grows very fast again. Within a year or two, you have another bamboo, or maybe even faster. They grow so fast. All right. So people love to cut them because they know that soon they will have new ones. So these are all, that's bamboo. There is also cane. It seems that in the book they use cane and bamboo separate, similarly. It's complicated, but bamboo and cane are a little similar. All right. Sugar cane. They're similar. Look at that. So maybe I'm wrong and they're actually talking about sugar cane. But as you can see, they look quite similar. They look almost the same. So here you can see a good distinction. So bamboo and rattan for cane is also used for furniture. This picture is not nice. All right, so this should be enough to understand what's going on. And so these bamboos or canes, they have these nodes that separate those sections. Now, if there are these nodes, is it easy to put it in water and drink the water? That's right, it is not easy because the water is stopped right there at the other end. It cannot go through the first section, let alone through so many sections up to your mouth. So what did the Buddha-to-be do? He took those bamboos and he said, by the fact that I am training in the highest virtue, in the purity of mind, may these nodes disappear. And those nodes disappeared and the cane was hollow so that the monkeys could drink through it. Edward, now you understood? Sorry, and Andre, I'm sorry. Andre, have you understood what I said? Okay. So this is the story. This is the story where the Buddha-to-be used his virtue that he trained in many lives as a power to help someone else. All right? By the power of his wish, things happen. Why did he get this power? Because he trained in the virtue. Which virtue? Generosity, morality, renunciation, and other 7. We don't have time to talk about that today. Danang silancha nekkamang panya viryena panchamang kanti satcha madittanang mettu pekkatite dasati. So those are the 10. In brief, you remember these first 3, later you can learn some more. So that's generosity, virtue, and renunciation. Renunciation is becoming a monk or a nun. For the Buddha to be, he would be becoming a monk whenever he would be a human being, whenever he would be a human. Monkeys do not become monks, so that's not the case. And so that's fine. So that's pretty good. Let's continue. Story number 14. Who did story number 14? Emily, can you read for us? I cannot. Hmm. Okay. And so he killed his dog, or what did he do? Some are spared, of course. I'm not going to kill the thoroughbred dogs, right? So it seems that he then did not kill them. He did not kill the good dogs, but actually one of the dogs. You see, it was the thoroughbred dogs of your palace. And then they found out that it's true. Okay, they gave the dog something and the dog then vomited it. So they found they had a proof that it was the dog indeed. And so the king ordered that the slaughter of dogs is stopped. All right. So until you have a proof, you should not ever blame anything and anyone, even though it looks like you are true, even though you are so sure. All right. Nice. Very well. Let's continue to story 15 is not available today. So story 16 is in 3 parts. Yamuna, did you write summaries of all of that story or only of the first part? Only did, yes. I'm searching someone who has done all of it as in addition to what I assigned. So, Valentina, did you do all of the story or only your portion B? You did 16. B, Zue, did you do all of the story or just the last portion? The last portion, no problem. So, Yamuna, read for us your part. Yes, thank you very much. So, Valentina, please continue. Yes. Please read your summary. Uh-huh, okay. Always have it ready when you have a class, when we have a class. Yeah, that's good. And then, Zoe? Have your paper or your notebook ready when we are meeting here for the class, so you can easily read it. So I'm trying to understand. Oh, okay. Thus Bhikkhu, the wise and good ruler of the Devas, forbore even at the sacrifice of his own life to be guilty of slaughter. I see. So so the Buddha explains that someone in the past would be ready to die rather than killing anything. So how come that this monk would drink water with living creatures? Okay, fine. I wonder whether the living creatures were visible, or whether they were invisible. Well, I think you would probably never like to drink water where are some things swimming, right? But in the Buddha's time, it was a little difficult. If you think that you will die out of not drinking water, well, then it is difficult. All right, so let's move on to story 17. That's with Tenza. That's right, yes. If you are very successful, you need to be calm. You cannot just run around, yay, yay, I won, I got it. Then, if that is a post, if that is a position with a lot of responsibility, people will worry that you're dangerous as you are so emotional. All right, so when you get very successful, be calm. Be calm. It's better. You then look like a wise person. All right. In the USA, it is not common. Usually in the USA, if somebody is winning, they are shouting here and there, and they're so happy, and they go to drink alcohol, and they get drunk, then they get robbed, and then they wake up on the street without anything. Not very successful, right? So it's better to calm down, and make sure that it's true. What if it is not true? What if somebody says that you won and then they say, oh, actually, we were wrong, sorry. If you were calm, then that's easy, Like if you are too happy that you gain something, You will be too much suffering that you lose it. Take it easy when you're successful. All right? Because whenever you are successful, whenever you get something, you can lose it. You cannot lose what you haven't got yet. As soon as you get something, you can lose it. Doesn't mean that getting something is wrong, but if you get something and you are too much attached, you create too much stress and too much suffering for yourself. So taking it easy is better. All right, so Tiri, can you read for us your summary from story 18? Do we have Tiri? Working on it. So always make ready your summary before the class so that when I call you, you can read right away. Listening, I'm listening. Yes. So but there was a more important problem, and that is that they were angry with each other, right? They got angry with each other. And that was the problem. Look at this. The second quail refused to accept the apology and began taunting the other. And this so upset the first quail that he fired back some sharp insults. You see, they were just insulting each other. They were quarreling. And as they were quarreling, then they could not be enough calm so that they would be able to escape. So this is a problem. All right. So when you get into a trouble, you all need to cooperate. You cannot quarrel. And if somebody is quarreling with you, they give you insult, you need to be silent. You can resolve it later when you're fine, but not during your competition or when you're at school, which is competition. Always, whenever you enter the school, you enter a competition every day. All right, and the teachers are then choosing, oh, this is a better student, oh, this is a worse student. And then if you are a good student, they will allow you to study high university. If you're a bad student, they will not allow you anything. All right, so always when you are at school, always when you are with friends, when it is something you need to resolve, things and in family as well, don't care at all if somebody insulting you. And what's up? Bye-bye, I need to go, I have some work. I don't have time to listen to insults. All right? Nice. So that was very nice. And now I will distribute to you your new stories. And hopefully today or latest tomorrow, you will have all posts ready, all 12 posts. So be ready for that. All right? So let me do that right away. We're a little late. So I will be distributing the stories. Now the stories will still be very, very short. One will be long again, 22 and 23. 22 and 23 will be very long, all right? But otherwise, it's fine. So, Andre, you can take story 19, Emily 20, May will have 15, Benza can take 21, Thiri can take 24. Well, it's the same thing. Thiri, take 22 and you see how much you can do. I think you can do it. Later, if I assign a long one, you need to tell me that you got a long one before, so I do not assign it to you another long one. Okay, Thiri, will you remember that? So, so that we don't end up with one person always doing the long stories and then everyone else doing the short ones. Okay, so that's 23. Thiri will have 22. And 23 is actually double. So I will give Valentina 23A, Yamona 23B, and Zoe will have 24. So Valentina, I will tell you what is your A part. And indeed, that is a little bit too short. So Valentina, you can read the introduction story from the Buddha's time and then plus about a page, about a page or two for the, yes, you will share with Yamona, you will share a little portion that will be the same, okay? So Valentina, you can do the present story and a little bit of the past story, and Yamona will be doing all of the past story and not the present story, okay? So you will have there one little section that you will have the same. All right, anyone has any questions about the homework? No questions, everything is clear. All right, so it was a pleasure to see everybody. Some of the stories you were reading, actually, I already read long time ago, so I know them anyway. Some of them were new for me, but I will carefully read them, and I will make a summary so that you can follow us, so that you can check, you can compare your summary with my one. But it's very intensive for me. This week and next week are very, very intensive. Next week I will be connecting with you from Thailand. So I will have a lot of work. Now I need to take care of 120 people, so it's a lot of work, and so I'm not much catching up. Well, even though I have canceled a lot of meetings, I'm not canceling hours, but you see, I'm not catching up with the homework. All right, so it was a pleasure to see everybody, and see you next week. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be successful in everything you do. Nice, thank you.